everyone, and my name is Yula, and today we're gonna read the 91 Story Treehouse, starting at chapter 2, Madam Know-It-All. So we're gonna start reading from this chapter, and we're gonna end up reading at chapter 3. Or if it's too long, we're gonna end up reading at some page because I will gonna go to school today. Now, are you ready for read this? Well, I'm making a lot of stories. Now here we go. And first we can read the 91 Story Treehouse, starting at chapter 2, Madam Know-It-All story, starting at chapter 2. If you're like most of our readers, you're probably wondering what that big red button is for. Yeah, we have been wondering about that too, says Terry. What does it do, Andy? I can't remember. I don't know, I say. I can't remember either. Then let's push it and find out, says Terry. No, I say. For all we know, it might be the one of those buttons that blow up the whole world. But then again, says Terry, it might be one of those buttons that make a rainbow come out of your nose. Yeah, well, yes, maybe, I say, but do you really think it's worth the risk of blowing the whole world just to see if a rainbow comes out of your nose? Says Terry. Let me think that for a moment. Yes, says Terry. No, I say, that's the wrong answer. Whenever you do not push that button. But I really want to know what it does, says Terry. Please let me push the button. Please. No, I say, I've got a better idea. We'll go ask Madam Know-It-All what will gonna happen if we push the button. She will know. Who is Madam Know-It-All? Says Terry. You know, I say, the fortune teller. Of course, says Terry. I knew that. At last, I thought I did. I thought I did. What did you say her name was again? Don't worry about it. I say, just follow me. We have begun the long climb up, then down to the Madam Know-It-All's level. Okay. We finally reached Madam Know-It-All's tent and go inside. It was dark and kind of spooky. Madam Know-It-All was sitting at the little small table, gazing into her large crystal ball. Greetings, she says, without looking up. I have been expecting you. You have? Says Terry. Of course, says Madam Know-It-All. I knew you were coming, and I know why you're here. I know all there is to know, past, present, and future. If you already know why we're here, I say, then can you tell us the answer to our question? Of course I can, she says. I am Madam Know-It-All. I can tell you the answer to every question. I know all there is to know, past, present, and we know, I say. I know you know, says Madam Know-It-All. We know you know me know, I say. So can you just tell us? Yes, says Madam Know-it-all, but not until you ask me your question. But you already know what our question is, I say. I know, she says, but that's just how this thing works. You ask a question, and I will tell you the answer in the critical rhyme. Okay, I say. What we want to know is what will gonna happen if we push the big red button. Madam Know-it-all peers into the crystal ball and says, "It's very large and very red. All who see it are filled with dread." Madam Know-it-all jerks in her head and gasps. "What is it?" I say. "What did you see?" "I saw a big explosion," she says. "Then doom, more doom, and then even more doom, and then nothing." "Oh, just as thought," I say. "Thanks, Madam Know-it-all. We'll see you soon." "Sooner than you think," she replies, as Terry and I step in front of the tent, the daylight. "Well," I say, "now we know for sure. Pushing the red big button, it will be definitely blow up the whole world." "I guess so," says Terry. "So, does it mean we shouldn't push it?" "Yes," I say. No, we absolutely should not push that button." "But why would we have to make such a dangerous button in the first place?" says Terry. "I don't know. I can't remember." "Me neither," says Terry. "Anyway, now that we have answered the readers the question, does that mean the end of the book?" "I guess so," I say, "but we're only up to page 39, says Terry. "It seems to be a bit short." We can see if the readers have another question and they'd like answered. I say, "Good idea," says Terry. "I'll ask him." Hey readers, do you have another question would you like to be answered? Does Terry have to be blonde hair? Is Mr. Big Nose really your publisher? Why is Andy so lazy? Why are you in the book? Blah 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 blah. "I couldn't understand them," says Terry. "They are all talking at the same time." They're all talking at the same time." "They aren't talking," I say. "They were shouting. I don't know what they want to know." Says Terry. "I suppose if we are the reader that we should be the most want to know is what is going on to happen in this book." "Me too," I say. If only there are a big way to finding out," says Terry. "There is," I say. "We can ask Madam Know-it-all." We go back inside the tent. "I knew you'd be back," says Madam Know-it-all. "You have another question, don't you?" "Yes, we do," says Terry. "Can you tell us the answer?" "Of course I can," she says. "I am Madam Know-it-all. I know. Well, I know you already know how much I know, but before I can tell you what you want to know, you must ask me the question. Can you tell us what will gonna happen back in this book?" I say. Madam Know-it-all gazes into the crystal ball. Where once was two, there shall soon be a few. You have an important job to do. A very busy man is counting on you. If you let him down, this day will be ruined. I look at Terry. Terry looks at me. I don't get it, says Terry. Me neither, I say. But it's perfectly clear, says Madam Know-it-all. Can you just tell us, I say. Madam Know-it-all sighs. I can just come out and tell you. She says, this is not a fortune telling the way, but I can give you the hint. It reminds of a stabby sitting. Is it probably hitting? Says Terry. No, says Madam Know-it-all. Is it shabby knitting? I say. No, of course not, says Madam Know-it-all. There are no such like a shabby knitting. What about babysitting? Says Terry. Correct, says Madam Know-it-all. Babysitting, I say, but we didn't have any babies. That's right, says Terry. How are we gonna be the babysitters if we didn't have any babies? You don't have any yet, says Madam Know-it-all, but you'll get soon. But you soon will. Now go answer the video phone. You have to call her. No, we don't. I say the phone isn't even ringing. That snake. Ring, 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 ring. Wow, says Terry. You really know everything. I know, says Madam Know-it-all. Now it's Chapter 3, Little Big Nose. What is Little Big Nose? The nose is little but big? How could it be little and big by both of it? So now we're gonna get a new stories for tomorrow, and today's story is about a Madam Know-it-all and about the big red button. So everybody have think about what if they push the big red button. So now if they push the big red button, the whole world will be explode. So they're not gonna push it ever again. But the silly thing is that they didn't know why have they made the big red button. So now please visit my YouTube and bye bye everyone.